What's up, everybody? This is fight music producer Mikey Ruckus, and after creating hundreds of walkout songs and theme songs for fighters and companies around the world over the last several years, I've decided to drop a solo project. Check out a snippet of my brand new lead single, Stop Go.
We make them all stop, stop. We make it draws drop, drop. We make the way, we make the way. We make the world stop, stop. We light them up, go. We rising up, go. Now get your hands up, let me see them balance, go. Spin round and round, round and round, round and round. Stop, go. We make them all stop, stop. We make it draws drop, drop. We make the way, we make the way. We make the world stop, stop.
For the full version, go to soundcloud.com/Mikey-Ruckus, or just simply type in Mikey Ruckus in the search bar. Available on iTunes and all other digital platforms on Monday, May 2nd.
All right, MMA Maniacs, it's time once again for your weekly MMA podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the Ruloff Family Inc. studios. Bueller and Dodge on the mics, ready to break down some MMA news. And, of course, we got a couple fight cards going down this weekend, like Bellator tonight and UFC 197 going down tomorrow night. The Ultimate Fighter also premiered this week, right?
Yeah.
And we've got a lot to go over. So big thanks to Mikey Ruckus for sending us a snippet of his brand new song, Stop Go. And that's what we use for the intro today. If you want to check him out, go find Mikey Ruckus Music and enjoy Stop Go. And our sponsors, which would be strongboardbalance.com. Change the way you work out. Get on board at strongboardbalance.com.
Weird energy in the studio today. It's raining, man.
I know is what it is.
It's raining, man.
Check him out on Instagram too if you want to try to win one. Strongboard Balance and mymmanews.com, our second home and your place for breaking news, because we only do this once a week because we just don't have time for this shit. We go ahead and jump into the... Oh, yeah, find us on Spreaker.
MMA's fucking weighing us down.
When fucking people are retiring, not retiring. Come on.
I don't know who's in, who's out.
Ross Perot.
Fuck.
There's an old-ass reference for you.
Is he still alive?
Maybe he's running this year. I don't know.
Question, I don't know.
Feels like that stupid fold-up paper game you used to do in fucking junior high.
The cootie catcher?
Okay.
I'm sorry, what'd you call it?
Hey, man, Caitlin made one for the kids the other day. It's the cootie catcher where you go boop, boop, like pick a number.
I thought it was just a fortune teller.
Pick a color, and then you do the, and then it's like, oh, then you unfold
pick a
it.
number.
And it's like, oh, you're gay.
Yeah. You suck.
So in this case, it would be you retire.
You retired.
I'm retired.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fighting. I'm not fighting.
Fuck it, just find our podcast.
I'm
wherever.
doing a presser. I'm not doing a
All right,
presser.
Connor, give us a color.
Give us color.
Red.
Green.
All right, give us a number.
Orange.
You're retired.
200.
Fuck, yeah.
Split Decision MMA podcast on
He
Facebook.
still goes for it.
SD_.
We shut him down like 3 times.
MMA
He's still trying to
on
tell
Instagram
you
and
where to
Twitter.
go. They're already listening to this motherfucker. They already hear it, Joe.
They don't have us on Instagram and Twitter yet. We're going to see a picture of somebody's balls at Bellator tonight. So make sure you check
Hopefully not.
out. And the screen's ever kicked on.
Because that's how long the intro was.
Half the show's going to be intro.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, Demetrious Johnson.
Yeah, Demetrious Johnson was not too happy about the Ultimate Fighter. Now, we talked about the Ultimate Fighter last week, how it was going to happen with all flyweights. The winner was going to get a title shot, Demetrious Johnson, and then randomly, they canceled the tryouts. They didn't have any reasons why. Well, this might be the reason why. Demetrious Johnson says that the UFC didn't even tell him about it. He had no idea.
That he was going to be defending his title at the end of it?
Yeah. He said somebody online communicated him through Twitch and said, hey, what's going on with the Ultimate Fighter season that's put on hold? The one that you're supposed to fight the winner of. And he's like, what?
What?
So he says he would like to have been told about the process and been included, saying that he wants the cast to make sure that it's filled with top contenders. He's like, I put 10 years into learning the craft of mixed martial arts. I'm not going to give it away to some Joe Schmo. My thing is, you're Demetrious Johnson. You're arguably, hands down, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. I mean, he's completely cleared out his division. Other than Henry Cejudo, he's going to be fighting soon.
Yeah.
In fact, this weekend. Who gives a shit who you fight?
And plus, what are you saying, giving it away to some Joe Schmo?
It's a guy that
if he
just
wins,
won a
he
tournament.
wins.
You
Yeah.
want a tournament to get to you. So
If he wins, he wins. That's kind of how the game works here.
I
do think it's funny the UFC didn't tell him because they probably didn't want him to let the cat out of the bag, but they forgot that nobody listens to Mighty Mouse when he does talk.
unless
know?
he's yelling at somebody on Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. So they could tell him the KFC secret recipe, and he could tell it to everybody else, and nobody'd listen. Demetrious Johnson say something? I don't know. He's talking.
He's talking. It's cute.
I got the secret recipe for Coca-Cola. Whatever.
John Jones recently did an interview with USA Today and said he openly admitted, I was a drug addict.
Okay.
Again, this is like that gay cousin you have that comes out and is like, hey, just want to let everybody know I'm gay. And everybody just goes back to eating dinner.
Yeah,
Like,
we know. Pass the mashed potatoes,
We
please.
know, Pepe. We get it.
When you brought your boyfriend last year, kind of gave it away.
Yeah.
No. We knew you guys weren't just roommates.
Benson
All
Henderson.
those bite marks in your pillow.
Benson Henderson has for a long time said he is going to retire when he turns 33. That is now 7 months away. And he recently went on the Air Helwani show and explained why he's decided to retire at 33. He said he's going to join the military. Apparently at 33 is the last time you can join the military.
Not true. I still have one more year. Depends on what division. Bless you. Depends on what division. But I'm pretty sure the Army will still take you if you're 38 because they're desperate.
How do you feel about Benson Henderson hanging up the gloves after fighting in Bellator?
I wanted to know where Joey's going. What are you going to? You going to National Guard?
Now, wherever it'll take me, man. As soon as I get fired, I'm shipping out. They're going to put me in the quick program, too. Like, this guy is old and out of shape. You need to ship his ass out now.
Go to Operation Human Shield.
He's going to be Operation Human Shield. It's going to be me. They're going to put me right on the front of a tank.
I like a guy with goals.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a plan.
Hey, if he wants to go serve the country, serve his country. You know, I got no problem with the military.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But the problem, this is the only thing I got to say about this, is that the military pay is shit. So that's going to kind of suck for him. You know,
And he's going to be away from his kids.
And he's going to be away from his kids. So that's kind of that's what makes it a crazy decision.
I mean, it's very cool. I mean, like I said, patriotism, very cool.
Yeah, very cool. I don't know about like he's going to be away from his kids for quite. I have a friend who went to the Air Force right after his son was born, and their relationship definitely had issues because of it. You know, they're good now, but for a while it was hard. I can only imagine, you know, being away from your kid for that long. But he already has a relationship with him too, right? So that's a big difference.
Dana White has recently said that Ronda Rousey, when she does make her comeback fight, which quite possibly might be Madison Square Garden in New York,
Can we cross that out and put if?
She will be fighting for the title regardless of who holds the belt.
Irregardless.
What do you feel about this?
I think you kind of knew it was going to happen. Well, everybody but Joey.
Well, it's not going to happen.
You're losing the bet.
I'm not losing the bet.
Hey, didn't you win the CM Punk? Because CM Punk retired, right?
Really?
Neither one of them going to fight. Ronda Rousey, she's going to be knocked up. I bet you she's like 7 months pregnant by then.
All right. Kimbo Slice will be fighting James Testicle Ear Thompson.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that? This is a rematch from their fight back in Elite XC, where it was actually one of the highest viewed MMA matches on regular-ass TV back in the day. This happened on CBS. Also on that card was Gina Carano. Remember that?
When is Bellator London?
Bellator London will be happening July 16th.
Isn't he suspended right now?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on there?
It's London?
He hasn't even had a hearing, has he?
Who?
Kimbo.
He hasn't had a hearing.
For a violation, right?
They haven't said anything yet.
But he did, right? He came up dirty, right? Him and
Shamrock.
Shamrock, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't understand. Does it only apply to the UFC fighters?
Saying this is what's going to happen.
That's confusing.
I'm lost.
Do you really want to see him fight James Thompson again?
No, but
I don't want to see Kimbo fight anymore. This last fight was horrible.
I
But I mean, he is going up against an earballian. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
earballian.
Yeah, he's an earballian.
No, I don't want to see this fight again, and I want to know why they can book Kimbo after he tested dirty.
Because maybe he'll be cleared up by
I
then.
want answers.
Maybe he won't be dirty then.
He's always riding dirty, man.
Diego Browndale recently got in trouble in... Where was he? Let's see.
Probably Florida.
Albuquerque.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Greg Jackson's camp.
Greg Jackson's camp. Here we go.
Home of cocaine.
Diego Brandao arrested Friday
Allegedly.
night after a Thursday night altercation in a strip club where he allegedly hit a facility employee with a gun. Apparently, he argued with a DJ at Knockouts, which is hilarious.
Right.
That's the name of the strip club. Before leaving the club, when he returned, He was not allowed re-entry due to his behavior. He attempted to force his way in by throwing punches. He left a second time, returned with a gun, at which point patrons moved to the bar to shelter in place. He pointed the gun at the patron's chest and then at the employee before striking him in the face with the butt of the gun. He is being booked and on bond was set for $15,000 cash. The UFC has released a statement that says we are aware of the UFC featherweight Diego Brando was arrested. We are in the process of gathering more information at this time. While we are concerned of the nature of the reported allegations, it is important to know that Brando is entitled to his due process.
Did they give Thiago due process before they kicked him out?
Yeah.
They did? I thought they were just like, oh shit, he's gone.
No.
No?
They
Okay.
gave him.
All right.
And then once it got cleared up, once the remember the charges were dropped, they put him back on the card. And everyone's like, yeah, they're dropping the charges because they're scared shitless of him.
And then he got kicked out anyway.
Then he got kicked out anyway.
Yeah, so he's gone. Diego Brando's gone.
You think so?
Once this everything gets all the evidence gets gathered and
If
everything.
the evidence gets it goes through. I mean, sure,
Yeah.
there's got to be footage. So.
There's surveillance camera of him.
It's a strip
Just
club.
him having a gun in public. Well, I guess
It's Albuquerque.
It's Albuquerque.
It's Albuquerque.
Take a left when you're in Albuquerque.
Wait, so Arizona has open carry.
Yeah.
Doesn't?
New Mexico. I gotta
New
believe New
Mexico.
Mexico has open carry.
But still, if you're brandishing it, that's not the same as
true.
open carry. I don't know, man. I think he's gone.
All right. Someone who's not gone, someone who wants to come back and actually apparently has a high chance of fighting the UFC, Fedor. So
Versus
after
GSP at UFC 200.
no, but we may see Fedor versus Fabricio Verdum at 200.
So he could be back that soon, really?
Well,
Wow.
he has a fight happening. Obviously, we talked about this last week in a Russian promotion, Fight Nights Global, June 17th, where he's
will
going to
be
be
on
fighting.
Fight Pass, right?
He's going to be fighting Fabio Maldonado. He says recently we are continuing to negotiate with the UFC, and we did not put a cross in the organization. The probability is very high that I will fight in the UFC. He wants a rematch with Fabricio Verdum, is what he's been asking for.
All right.
You excited to see Fedor in the UFC?
If he's like the world beater that he used to be, then yeah.
Well, I mean, he did beat, Singh Jadip.
If he was the world beater that he used to be, then yeah.
Let's see how he does against Fabio Maldonado.
Yeah, I guess.
And then, of course, the biggest news from last week or this week. Oh, let's go to the poker news first.
Okay, the poker news.
Let's go to the poker news. Two poker players.
This would be like stupid news MMA version.
Yeah, two poker players have decided to fight in an MMA match. Why?
Chips on their shoulder.
Well, chips in their hands
They
is what they're
should
going to be betting.
they should just put them on the table and measure them, people. Just stretch them out on the table and measure them.
What I read, the conclusion that I came to was one of the dudes, the smaller of the two,
Yep.
has been training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu off and on, mind you, for a period of time. And it sounds like he mouthed off and made it a challenge. His mouth wrote a check that his ass literally could not cash. And the guy who took him up on the bet on an official cage match was weighed in 20 pounds heavier than him, but that was cool because it was a catchweight fight. Was like, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I can kick your ass. Well, I don't know shit, but I'll train for 6 months and I can kick your ass. And then they went into a cage and fought, and the guy who made the challenge got his ass kicked. And lost $120,000
Oh.
Well, the other guy, though, he had to put up 150
because he weighed more.
because he weighed more.
Right. I mean, this is guys with
Too much money.
too much money and little man syndrome.
And then they tried to...
This is me with money.
And then, and then they tried to thumb UFC fighters and said, hey, guess what? Hey, Stage Northcutt, you only made 24.9 in your last fight. Guess what? I made 125 more than you. Yeah, but it's your money. You're putting up your own money.
Right.
Nobody is paying to see you fight. You put up your own money and said, hey, people, watch me fight. I'm going to bet my own money against his money.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you could, though.
And my face against his fist.
Yeah.
I bet you could. I bet you could do pay-per-view with this.
Binding into your... It's like, grudge matches.
Yeah. Rich grudge matches. Watch these rich dorks beat the shit out of each other.
I would watch that.
I want to see Bill Belichick against Greg Popovich.
I want to do celebrity deathmatch meet celebrity boxing in an MMA cage. Like, put it on pay-per-view, man. It's the way of the future right there.
There you go.
The undercards can just be average Joes that have scores to settle with each other. But the main cards have to be real celebrities.
Joe from the cut the parking lot.
Who got cut off and had his parking lot stolen by Bob.
This is Dave.
Steve the valet felt belittled by Buford when he parked his Rolls Royce and decided to challenge Buford to a fight. The age difference here is astronomical. Everything else, virtually identical.
Tom, order picker from the floor. Dave, middle management. Let's get it on.
Order picker all day on that one.
Fucking boss fights.
If there was a TV show where people were allowed to fight their bosses, that would work.
Yeah.
That should be the end of Undercover Boss.
Where you kick the shit out of your boss? No way, because in Undercover Boss, he ends up giving you like 25 grand.
Because he's the owner,
Or a boob
but he should let
job,
you
or
kick the shit out of your actual boss and put you in shitty working conditions. The owner comes in and is like, I'm giving you $100,000 and the chance to kick your boss's ass.
There you go.
Done.
No, keep the money. Keep the money.
Leading into the Conor McGregor news, Shane Carwin went on today and said that he had the solution for to save the event. Basically, somebody said something about he made a statement. Somebody else said you should fight Brock Lesnar too to save UFC 200. And he said he'd fight Brock Lesnar right now any weight. Doesn't matter how much Brock Lesnar weighs. Only needs one round. Matter of fact, only needs 1 minute of one round.
Wow.
There you go.
Shane Carwin is itching to get back in. He's been on Reddit like crazy lately. And his posts keep getting deleted by mods because he keeps breaking the rules.
Like what?
Whatever the stupid rules are on Reddit.
There's rules?
There's internet rules, man.
Pictures of his scrotum.
There's rules?
Yes, there's internet rules. Every subreddit has rules, and I get kicked out of subreddits all the time.
Yeah.
You gotta go read the sidebar. You broke a rule.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, like I told you, I get kicked out of some MMA forums. Ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
For like terms like Peter Puffer. You know.
On SureDog, you get like, there's a belt system.
Yeah.
For however many comments you make and
You
stuff
get
like
yellow
that.
cards, too.
Yeah. Like,
From back in Pride.
Eric and Alex have both been banned permanently from the SureDog forums. And Alex is pissed because he almost got his black belt. And then they
Eric can see because he's an idiot. You know.
I don't care what Eric was talking about.
That's Dodge's opinion, Eric.
I don't care what Eric was talking about. He was right.
He was not right.
So the big McGregor debacle.
McGregor
we begin.
debacle. So this happened on April 19th. Conor McGregor tweeted, "I have decided to retire young. Thanks for the cheese. Catch yous later."
Dumb.
Pretty much broke the internet. Everybody was
Yeah,
wondering
take that, Kim Kardashian.
what's happening. Reporters Eric Hawani and Jonathan Stranger both said this is real. It's not a hoax. It's not a troll job. This is actually happening. This is what's happening. Of course, before anybody could figure out why it had happened, there was a lot of rumors going on. One of them being money. One of them being he tested dirty.
Right.
One of them being he watched his teammate pretty much kill a guy.
It was his best friend.
Okay, his best friend.
first
That
it was-
he grew up with all his life.
And he died.
And he
died.
watched him get beat in half
Yeah.
in the ring.
Come to find out, it was, a story we had talked about where his teammate did beat a guy via TKO in a fight in Ireland. That guy died 2 days later in the hospital.
The guy his friend beat.
Yes.
Right.
But when you're fighting a guy named Charlie Hospital Ward, things are going to happen.
It's actually a pretty dope name. You wouldn't think that Hospital would be a cool nickname like ever, and that's the one time that it is.
My thing is,
Yeah, because you could be like Psycho Ward.
are you gonna retire
Burn.
because
Burn Ward.
I didn't buy it that he retired because somebody he saw maybe have died 2 days later.
No, it all seemed really
Especially
surreal.
because nobody gave a shit when Dada 5000 died. Technically,
He died in the ring.
In the ring.
Twice.
Kimbo's not retiring.
He's the Nikki Sixx of MMA.
Yeah.
Kimbo Slice
yeah.
isn't retiring.
Yeah.
In fact, he's taking a fight with the Balchinian or
He's
the
a-
Balerian.
He's the only one
Herbalian.
can
Herbalian.
answer that question. But did you die? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I
Twice.
did, dick. So Twitter, let's start with went on fire. A bunch of fighters had things to say. Nate Diaz says, "I guess my work here is done. I'm retiring."
Also, CM Punk retired.
Let's see what we got here.
But
We
he's
got-
keeping the shoes, Reebok.
Yeah, I got the whole list here. Aljamain Sterling says, "I'm out. Thanks for the cheese. Retired young. Thanks for the touch butts." I really hope he doesn't retire though. Very fun fighter to watch. Let's see. Yeah, CM Punk. Well, fuck it. I guess I've decided to retire old. Thanks for the shoes, Reebok. Colby Covington, poor Notorious, must not be getting enough attention lately, so he has to joke about being a quitter that he really is.
Oh, I never saw that one. Good one,
Yeah,
Colby.
he says he stole tattoo designs from a model and his bargaining tactics from Floyd Mayweather.
See, that's Colby. That's Colby Burnward. Covington right there.
Ooh, burn.
Is it true?
Face.
You know, is it true? Is it true? Patty Holohan, last time we were all in Iceland, we were getting ready for UFC Dublin. Still the same, having the crack a few years later.
Oh, what did a Holohan? What did he have to say?
That's what he just read.
Oh, sorry.
Dan Hardy says, I reckon the UFC has moved this fight from the main event in favor of GSP. He's not happy. I don't know what Dwayne Ludwig posted. It looks like a dragon or a
sea
snake.
serpent.
It's freaking Trogdor.
Sea serpent.
It's Trogdor. He's burning.
Oh, because
up
the whole
everything.
snakes thing, the whole
Oh, okay,
Connor
yeah.
snakes
I was
thing.
thinking. Alice Doverman says, and then the UFC 200 makes it a comeback fight. John McGuire
Alistair,
says,
wait, I'm telling you right now, he did not write that. There's a room full of people saying, Alistair, throw me your phone. Throw me your phone, Alistair. I got a good one.
And that's what people were thinking about the Connor thing, is that somebody in his gym got a hold of his phone and was
Phone,
fucking
yeah.
around.
Ronaldo says somebody wants a lot more money, methinks.
Which that couldn't be the issue because they already signed contracts.
Right.
True.
Someone stole his Lucky Charms.
Someone says McGregor retiring, yeah, for sure, and the Irish are giving up booze. Matt Brown says, nice troll by Connor. How many times did Mayweather retire?
Easy now, a few of us meant it. poor Brian Stan.
John Anik says, it would be stunning to see a fighter as skilled as Connor and driven as Connor walk away from his legacy. Tens of millions. I
Dude,
respect
can you
it.
actually hear the balls in his mouth when he's writing that? He's like,
That's a
Connor.
He's got 2 and 9 tattooed on
I
him,
don't
sir.
care.
ball mouthian.
Ball mouthian. Freaking Chota boy.
All right.
Lots of tweets.
So there's a bunch of tweets
Lots
for
of
the
tweets.
regarding the Conor McGregor.
Cowboy
debacle.
Cerrone says, I sought it, just another stunt to get people to talk about this bitch ass.
When's Cowboy going to fight him?
Right? So, everyone was wondering whether or not, Tommy's I think was one of the best. This is MMA right now. It's a picture of World War Z, everyone running around.
Oh, nice.
Dana White went on Fox Sports Tonight, the UFC show, and said, according to the USADA policy, McGregor must notify me and the UFC of his retirement intentions. Up until that point, he is subject to USADA testing and refuses to participate as a violation of the policy. In the event he has followed through on his threat to retire, then later to decide to return, he is subject to testing for a 4-month period before he is allowed to compete again. So if he's truly retired, he has to take 4 months off. He can't just be like, all right, I'm back, and fight again on 200 if he officially retires.
To which Connor said, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding!
No!
Just joking, guys!
But I'm going to write 6 paragraphs for you.
Oh, he wrote a lot of paragraphs.
You're not actually going to read the whole thing, are
He
you?
wrote a lot of bullshit in here, though, too, about, like the whole, well, Nate Diaz was able to just, he's saying, oh, well, maybe I'll go drink in Cancun and show up while Nate Diaz is all the pressure. Nate Diaz took the fight on late notice.
So, yeah, then his coach came out, before Conor apologized, his coach came out and said, it was a lot, and Dana White said, we asked him to come to a press tour. I'm pulling him from 200 because we asked him to come to a press tour. He said no. I'm in Iceland trying to prepare for this fight. He said, you have to do it. It's in your contract.
He knew when he signed paperwork it's in the contract.
You would have to do this.
Right.
And they even offered him, first of all, he's getting paid $10 million. Come to find out, all the paperwork
After
people
all
were able to
that,
find,
yeah.
we found out he was going to get paid $10 million for this fight. And the UFC, again, tried to negotiate and said, we will send a private jet to wherever you are, pick you up, and fly you in this private jet to every single location, and then fly you back to Iceland. Something they're not offering the other fighters.
Right.
Also said, we will take your entire gym and everything inside of it and ship it to each spot so that you're...
Did they really say that?
They have it.
Jesus
We
Christ.
will ship everything in your gym so that it will look exactly like your gym in Iceland right now so that you can continue training like nothing happened other than having to do the press. He still said no. So Dana White said, guess what? I'm taking you off the card. Nick Diaz did this to me back at UFC 137, refused to show up to a press conference. Against GSP, we pulled him from that fight card. We got Carlos Condit. They put on an epic fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of
You're
y'all
not
motherfuckers
you're
forget
not
about
bigger
that.
than the brand. You are not.
You're not, because there will be somebody bigger than this man coming along.
Yep.
There will
There
be.
always
always
has
will
been.
be.
There's
Yeah.
always somebody next.
This sport is getting bigger every day. And I know, yes, okay, Conor is bringing in the big money right now. But this sport, you can't just look at it as like Conor's doing it by himself. The sport itself, especially with Ronda, it took a turn, and it's growing, you know?
Well, every fighter that has come along there's been a name that has set this sport ahead by leaps and bounds. Is Conor one of them?
Yes.
But he's not the first, and he's
Yeah.
not going to be the last.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, he is a fighter. He's not the fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Plus, he came off a loss. Pull your head out.
So they offered him. Dana White says it was 3 stops. They were going to go to Las Vegas during the big things that they're going on. They were going to do Stockton,
Which is still hilarious to me.
which is awesome, and they were going to do New York. That's it. Conor said, "I'll do New York." And he said, "No, you will do all of them, like you were contracted to do, or you're off the card."
Are they really coming to Stockton?
Yeah. Well, it depends. I still have not seen yet.
There's no if the Nate and Conor fight doesn't happen, then there's no reason to.
There's no reason to.
No,
And
but Nate, he said, I'm not screwing Nate. He's still going to have Nate fight somebody.
But will it be at UFC 200 or will it be later? Because
thinking
from what
still
I've
gonna be
seen, he still is not on the card. He's also hasn't been officially pulled, but they're looking for someone to fight him, or they will either pay him or move him to another card.
Well, because one of the reasons that Nurmagomedov turned down the fight, he said it was too close to Ramadan. So
Right.
that would still be 200.
Is his fighting character disabled?
It's pretty interesting. He says also at the very end, of course, he says, for the record, for USADA and for the UFC and my contract stipulations, I am not retired. And again, this is like when we were texting about the whole thing. As it was happening, I said, this was a big fuck you to the UFC, trying to get attention on himself, saying, hey, guys, the UFC, I don't want to do what they want me to do.
Yeah.
So let's prove that I'm bigger than the UFC by saying I'm retired and make everybody beg the UFC to do what I want to do so that they'll put me back on the card.
He was good about it. I mean, he went and followed a bunch of WWE stars and like the people who were in charge of it, like Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, stuff like that. And people were like, oh my God, he's following wrestlers. He's going to the WWE. No. Conor McGregor would not be good in the WWE. The only person as short as him that was good in the WWE was Rey Mysterio Jr., and that's like it. That's it.
Yeah, and I still don't see McGregor doing them flips.
Exactly. McGregor becomes a luchador, an Irish luchador. All right, fine.
Mick Luchador.
Mick. Perfect.
So, like I said, it was a big thing where he was trying to make it bigger than he was. His ego, in my opinion, got in his way. And he tried to be like, I'm bigger than the UFC. I'm going to prove it that I'm bigger than the UFC. I'm going to make the UFC want me back so bad, and then they're going to bow down to all my demands. And the UFC said, guess what? We call your bluff. Fuck you. We'll get somebody else.
Fuck you and the Horseshoe Rodeo.
Now what are you going to do? I'm sorry.
Stand in the middle of the street, take an Instagram picture, and put, your move, UFC.
Yeah. I thought you were training in Iceland. What are you doing? Standing in the street.
Yeah.
Fuck off. So who do you think? Now he's saying the other thing Dana White says is if he's actually retired, guess what? They're going to be fighting for the vacant belt.
I say that they should say that that's a vacant belt anyway, because he wanted to play around and play these stupid
Well, now
games.
he said now that he's off the card, he goes, guess what? Now you're gonna fight Jose Aldo or Frankie Edgar, regardless, and it will be for the combined belt. You're not gonna get your fight with Nate anymore. That's gone. It's off the table. Whoever wins this fight will fight you next. That is your next fight. That's who you need to start preparing for.
See what happens when you spoil your kids?
That's official?
Yeah,
That's official.
that's according to Dana White.
This is what happens when you spoil your children. But Dana White still said, he did say that
Right here, Dana White told Colin Cowherd on The Herd he believes he will fight in the UFC next year. It will not be against Nate Diaz. Instead, he'll have to fight Frankie or Jose Aldo.
Next year?
Yep.
In the next year.
Yeah, in the next year.
Which I'm assuming he meant in the coming year.
We're in that year.
We're not in the next year, man.
Okay. When will
When will that be now?
Well, just then.
Soon. All right, so we got some fights going on this weekend. We got a Bellator.
Did we talk about this?
Oh no, what is this?
We got to talk about last
This already
weekend.
happened.
This already happened.
Wait, so did the Ultimate Fighter happen this week or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Did anybody watch it?
Yes.
I didn't know it came on until after it was over. What happened on Ultimate
You
Fighter?
were like the worst MMA host ever.
I know.
UFC on Fox happened first.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
This was on Fox.
UFC on Fox, which happened last Saturday?
No.
Sunday?
Sunday.
Was it Sunday?
The 16th.
The 16th.
Yeah.
Got it? Good? Gonna read from the bottom?
No, because the 16th wasn't Sunday.
It was Saturday.
It was.
So does that mean you're not going to read from the bottom?
I was in Australia. It happened Sunday.
Yeah.
Elizu Zaleski dos Santos up against Omari Akhmedov. This ended in a TKO in the first round with Elizu.
This was all on
getting the
Fight
win.
Pass, by the way.
Fight Pass, yeah, it's Fight Pass fight, so you probably didn't see it. Cesar Ferreira up against Oli Wally Bang Bus.
Bang bus.
We can't believe Ollie Wallybot lost.
Yeah.
I know.
Bang Bus is
Hey,
out.
but now you can click Caesar.
Dodson. We got Dodson over here. He wins. Gets Manville Gambirian.
You see how many seconds?
37 seconds.
Wow. That's
It was
impressive.
Punch Fest USA, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He then also recently tweeted, this is John Dodson, that, Prince and China dying, that's two great gentlemen that we're not going to have anymore. And then immediately
up.
deleted it and was like, sorry, my bad.
Sorry.
My bad.
Man, I like China too. Michael Graves.
Which one of the 6 porn videos did you watch?
All of them. No, I didn't watch either of the Xbox ones. Those are gross, man. Michael Graves with Randy
How
Brown.
would you know they're gross?
Because I saw clips. I didn't know. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know there was a second one with Xbox until this week when I went back to look and see how
I
many.
don't think his name
porn
is Xbox.
X-Pac. Until I went. Until I went back.
We
to,
just lost every WWE listener. They're like, fuck that guy.
I got fucking gum in my mouth, man. I know his name's X-Pac, the 123 kid, whatever.
Are you turning into a ball mouthian?
I'm a Ballmouthian.
Or 6.
All right, but no, I didn't know she did. I knew she did the original home sex tape.
One Night in China.
Yeah,
We're going to have
and
to isolate that audio and make a sip it.
I sip it, and I knew she did Backdoor to China.
Yep.
I had no idea there was a second home tape. I didn't know that there was Queen of the Ring, and I sure shit didn't know that there was 2 Avengers movies that she did.
Slow down. What's that last one?
Queen of the Ring.
Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, and no idea. Anyway, so she did. Yeah, well, I don't know why we're talking about that. Anyway, Michael Graves up against Randy Brown gets a win with rear naked choke. Santiago Ponzinibbio when it was Court McGee. Court McGee loses again. Court McGee's done in the UFC, I think.
Yeah, think he's going to need his walking papers?
I think so.
It's going to be deleted from the UFC website?
Yeah, it's going to be.
That's how we'll find out.
When you have a UFC game and they cut people, does the DLC content like remove fighters
Start
from it?
cutting fighters? I don't think so.
That'd be interesting.
You're all fighting with them and they just slowly fade away.
Like Marty McFly in Back to the Future.
Your opponent's punching right through you and you can't do anything.
I can't do nothing.
I mean, I've seen some weird glitches, but that would be the one that takes the
That'd
cake.
be awesome. Raquel Pennington up against Betch Korea with a split decision win. Going to Raquel Pennington.
Rocky.
Good Rocky.
Michael Chizia gets a rear naked choke over Benel Dariush.
Yeah.
And then we move on to your main card, which is also on Big Fox. Cub Swanson beating Harkin Diaz with a decision. Khabib Nurmagomedov had a pretty easy time up against Darnell Horcher with the TKO win.
I am never going with the East Coast guys again. They totally steered me wrong.
Bunch of liars.
Liars.
Rose Namajunas, our girly Rose, gets the win over Tisha Torres.
That was a tough fight.
It was.
Dude,
But-
it was. Tisha is so nice to watch. It's just such a great visual fight.
Yeah, she's super technical.
Yeah.
She's got,
She's like a little box of candy.
her technicals are awesome.
Yeah.
Glover Teixeira gets the big KO over Rashad Evans as well. That was a 9-9. That was a meanie punch.
He's still like in depression, he said.
Yeah.
I'm having a real tough time with it, he says.
Oh yeah, he says he's his biggest opponent is himself right now. Then of course we have
The Ultimate
Fighter
Fighter.
season 23. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Team Joanna going up against Team who?
Claudia Gandea.
That's right.
These were 16 fast-paced
Yeah.
fights.
Well, a lot of them, too, were edited.
Yeah.
So we have our final teams then, right?
The guy that impressed me, light heavyweight, Khalil Roundtree, who decided after he was definitely had it on the stand-up, got the guy to the ground. Instead of going for a submission or going anywhere, stands up and starts soccer kicking the guy in the body.
Well, he was mad about the choke the round before.
Yeah.
And started screaming, "Nobody chokes me! Nobody makes me bleed my own blood."
But this dude's an animal. You stand up and
yeah.
start soccer kicking a guy in the ribs?
I
Like,
didn't realize that was legal.
you just can't soccer
Can't
kick
soccer
to the
kick
head.
to the head,
yeah.
You can even knee to the body. Remember GSP started doing that to Matt Serra.
Take
that
note,
was
people.
brutal.
These are things
Stood
that are,
up and just started soccer kicking him in the ribs.
Yeah.
The idea that he could get up quick enough to start throwing those kicks is impressive to me. Because when people scramble to their feet, it's like rarely do they get off a kick that's even connects. A lot of times they just spin around because they missed because they're
Yeah.
both scrambling up. So if he's able to get those to connect, then good for him.
Man.
I feel bad that the guy whose girlfriend was a Playboy model didn't make it.
Was his girlfriend there?
Yeah, she was.
Never bring your girlfriend to the audition. What the fuck, you idiot? So dumb. I felt so. What was it last season? Or the
She
season
should have been
before?
wearing the outfit she wore in Playboy. It would have helped.
Oh,
It
God.
would have helped.
It was just terrible the season before where they were bringing in everybody's family to say hi to him right before they fought.
Yeah.
The one
They had-
where
they had
the
coaches
kids
there this
mom-
time. Did you get to see Keith Jardine?
Yeah,
He's looking grizzly.
dude. His wife, right? Is his wife or girlfriend fought?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Techno Viking?
Techno Viking looking pretty gray.
yeah.
Does he still look like Techno Viking?
Yes.
Awesome.
But with a grayer, bushier beard.
No, so he's a bushy Techno Viking.
Herc and jerk.
All right. So we have our winners. We have our first pick, our second, but whatever. I'm not going to go through all the picks. But, all right. Well, then our teams are picked. We got a tournament bracket. Is that how it's going this time?
Yep. Brackets just like normal.
Just like that? Okay. All right. Oh, they change it up every once in a while. It's like team, like when they did gym versus gym and stuff. I don't know.
It's true.
All right, so you're gonna call him off, or are we just gonna let it go?
Are we really going to, is it necessary? I mean,
No.
We can. So Claudia takes Tatiana Suarez, Kate Jackson, Amanda Cooper, and Lanchana Green.
For her women's
For
strawweights.
women's strawweights, and Joanna takes J.J. Aldrich, Jamie Moyle, and Ashley Yoder, and Helen Harper for her women's fighters. And then Claudia takes Andrew Sanchez, Eric Spicely, and Abdel Majub, and Corey Hendricks for her male fighters. Joanna takes Josh Stansbury, Khalil Roundtree with the soccer kicks, Myron Dennis, and Ailes Urbina the fourth.
He's going to be in the first fight, too. The first fight is going to be Khalil Roundtree against Corey Hendricks.
This is the one that stood out to you. So
This guy, yeah, just watching that fight, I want to see what he does next.
This is going to be the fight to watch. So make sure you tune into The Ultimate Fighter, which is on Fox Sports 1.
Yes.
Yeah. Thursday nights? This season?
Yes.
Okay.
Keep your eye on Luchana Green.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Lachana Green. So Khalil Roundtree and Lachana Green.
Yeah.
All right. Bellator tonight,
Going down with your main event, Bendo finally fighting in
making his debut.
his Bellator debut up against Andriy Koreshkov, who is 18-1, which is, I mean, it's not a terrible record at all, going up against a guy who's 23-5 and as talented as Benson Henderson. I mean, you got to throw somebody in there who's got something to show for it, really.
True.
To legitimize the fight. So we'll see what kind of splash Benson Henderson can make in Bellator tonight. Again, if you're listening to this, you should probably just turn it on. A lot of fighters in here that I recognize, though.
Patricio Freire.
What about Evangelista?
Yeah. Cyborg.
True. Yeah, Evangelista
The original
Santos
Cyborg.
is going to be fighting on this one up against a guy named Brennan Burn Ward. Can we just find a Ward to give the name Burn to, and another one to give the name Psycho to? Can we do that?
I think you just did, whether they wanted to.
Brennan Burn Ward, you better fucking win now, asshole. All right.
And we got UFC 197 going down tomorrow.
This is an actual pay-per-view, so make sure you find a friend who's paying for it. Effie still what?
Yeah.
All right, so we're kicking off the prelims on the UFC Fight Pass, of course, with Efren Escudero fighting Kevin Lee, which amazes me. I haven't seen that name on a card, and I don't even know how long. Marcos Rogino de Lima is going up against Clint Hester, and then Walt Harris up against Cody East. That is your Fight Pass card once again. Anything on any of those?
No.
I'm interested
I'm
to see
gonna go Effie, Hester, and Harris.
I'm just going to agree with you.
All right.
Then you jump onto your main card here on Fox Sports 1. What?
Are you shaving over there? What
I
the
don't know.
fuck is going on?
His pocket vibrator keeps going off.
Tell your girlfriend you can get to her later.
Is that your Bluetooth Benoit balls losing power?
Sorry, I'm orgasming.
Keep putting it in your pocket. Oh, text me again. Text me again.
He's got those remote control panties.
Just send me the alphabet one letter at a time. Glacio Franca is going up against James Vick. Carla Esparza up against Juliana Lima.
Carla Esparza taking this fight on 1 month notice.
That's not terrible.
Not terrible. She has taken a year off after her loss to Joanna. She had a shoulder injury, and then she wanted to take some time off to get back into the game, she said, before she was able to accept a fight. Taking this fight
She's not the one that got injured in the gym, is she? Who suffered the gym injury with the training partner?
I don't remember that, no.
Okay, it was a
Anyway, she's
a
replacing
controversy for a little while. I can't remember which fighter it was now.
she's replacing Jessica Aguilar.
Okay. So who do you got? Juliana Lima?
No, I still got Esparza.
Still Esparza. All
Cookie
right.
Monster's going to take this fight.
Danny Roberts up against Dominique Steele. That's a porn name for every
I was
single
just going to say that.
one. I'm going with the porn name. And then we got
I don't know how this is happening.
how the younger Pettis is fighting
On the
Chris-
same card as
yeah,
his brother.
After they already said that it's
They
like
would never
bad
do that
juju.
again.
It's
Yeah.
bad juju.
I guess Sergio's just got to find a way to not watch it.
I'm going
Or,
to
I
say
mean, Anthony.
I think Sergio's actually going to win this fight.
Hopefully. Really hope so. Yair Rodriguez going up against Andre Touchy-Feely. I know how much you love
On
Mr.
your main card.
Touchy-Feely on the main card.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for?
Actually, I'll take Rodriguez in this fight.
All right. And then Robert Not Forrest Whitaker is going up against Rafael Natal.
Definitely taking Not Forrest.
Not Forrest.
Really?
I think
Yep.
I'll go with Natal on that one. Why are you so sure about
Natal's pretty quick.
I just think the stand-up advantage goes to Whitaker, and I think it's going to be dedicated there.
Cool.
All right.
Looking forward to it. Anthony Pettis, Showtime, going up against Edson Barboza. This is a good matchup.
This
I
is a really good fight.
Not sure where to go, though. I think
I'm going Barboza.
I am too. I like Barbosa.
I'm leaning Barboza. Barboza, I think his kicks are a little quicker. I think he also has better in-ringmanship where he's more conscious of where he's at, putting his back to the cage and using those kicks, cutting off the angles, and knows exactly when to throw them. Anthony Pettis likes to get a little showy. I mean, he's Showtime for a reason, but likes to,
Right. But we've also seen how that can go south.
I just haven't seen. I don't think he's gone up to somebody as quick as Barboza that has the same kicking style or even a better kicking style than himself. So
going to be a really fun fight to watch.
I'm going to take Barboza in this one.
Make sure you watch this one for sure. Then Demetrious Johnson, the champ, going up against Henry Cejudo, who we unfortunately had to miss an interview with this week. Sorry, Henry. It's all my fault.
It is.
It really is. 100%. Whatever. So Demetrious Johnson, like we said, is your champ. Henry Cejudo is 10-1 right now.
There's a chance that one of these guys is getting knocked out.
You think so?
I think so. I think they both have the ability.
He's an Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, 10-0.
Hey, maybe it's going to help him out so he doesn't get the interview curse.
No, we're already past the interview curse. Rose won.
Rose won.
It's true.
We're back on track.
Yeah.
So now he's going to lose because we didn't take the interview.
Yeah. I don't know who to pick on this one, man. I mean, I'm
going to take Johnson. I like Cejudo. Cejudo's obviously got the Olympic wrestling background. He's definitely going to push Johnson in the wrestling to where he hasn't been before. But overall, I just think Demetrious Johnson, man, always finds a way, and he's the most complete fighter that's out there right now. I'll take Johnson in this fight.
Again, going to be a fun fight to watch up into your main event. John Jones defending his belts, right? No.
John
Never
Jones
mind.
isn't a champion.
He's the champ.
He is.
He never lost the belt.
You know what?
technically.
I'm not a big Jones fan, but he's still the champ. He never lost to anybody. The whole rap he got.
But this is an interim fight, right?
No.
It's not?
No.
What they mean? They're giving everybody interim belts. They're not going to do an interim belt for this one? Where's Oprah with the fucking interim belt? Whatever. John Jones up against OSP.
Joey's like angry grandpa.
Yeah. God damn it. Jones all day in that fight.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
No
all
way.
day.
I'm taking OSP.
What?
Yep.
Think so?
Yep.
I am not a Jones, I'm not a fan of Jones for his outside of the ring antics, but as far as what he does in the cage, nobody can figure out that puzzle. And I highly doubt OSP is going to.
But he's kind of fighting the mirror, except for younger.
You think so?
You are correct. It's for an interim belt.
Yeah, I was right about something. Scoreboard.
2.
No, I don't think that OSP seems to think that he's had it figured out. He thinks that he's had John Jones figured out for a long time, but I don't think anybody has John Jones figured out.
That desktop's the shit.
It really is.
That's Conor McGregor.
For those of you playing along at home, it's Oscar the Grouch with some sunglasses on, some aviators, that is mirroring raining money. Benjamins, to be exact.
There you go.
Awesome.
Hey, and I don't know if you guys know that we're going to be putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill.
Yeah.
So that means here in
20.
California, we will be selling tub sacks.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I like
Yeah,
that.
you
I just want to call my 20s tubbies.
Tubbies.
My thing is, have you seen the look that she gives you? You're not going to want to spend any money. You're going to pull out that 20 and be like, oh, she's disappointed.
She's mad.
It's about time to put a gun-toting Republican on the $20 bill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I went there.
Instead of a racist slave-owning Democrat.
Yeah. He's going to the back. He's going to the back of this. I was hoping, honestly.
Doesn't that matter? It all depends how you put the bills in your wallet anyway, who's on the front of the bag.
This is true.
And blind people don't even care. It's all which way you get folded.
Yeah, that's how you tuck him in the G-string, too.
Yeah.
Showing out, which is why
Yeah,
I was
I
hoping.
don't. You really? Wait a minute.
No, this is why
Let's be honest.
No.
When's the last time you put a 20 in a G-string?
For a lap dance,
Not
man.
anymore.
No, you did
because
not.
Harriet Tubman's going to be looking very disappointed.
Yeah.
No, man, that's why I was hoping they're going to put a woman on the singles. 'Cause
Yeah,
that would have been
whatever.
fun and awkward. Anyway, that's your show.
They need to just put a happy face on $1.
That'd be pretty cool.
Just a happy face.
That looks gonna be motherfuckers. I freed slaves, and now you got girls dancing for you.
So this show was mostly about MMA and other stupid stuff.
Well, man, we don't want to get caught up in that whole. Everybody else talks about the same shit every day,
Right.
all week. Matter of fact.
We're just 4 idiots in a box bringing you something to hopefully laugh at. So thanks for listening. Tell your friends. Split Decision MMA Podcast. Find us online anywhere you can find podcasts pretty much. iHeartRadio is a good spot. Our website, splitdecisionmma.com, which is recently updated.
Yep.
What color was that? Chartreuse?
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
Why are you busting my balls on the chartreuse? You're the one thought chartreuse was blue.
Yeah, man.
And then he texts back to me. He's like, not on my screen. Wait a minute. Teacher lady told me what chartreuse is.
Blue's Clues fucking lied to me, man. I'm just saying.
What color did you think chartreuse was?
Like periwinkle. my memory of Blue's Clues is foggy, man. My kid ain't watched it in a long time.
Check out Mikey Ruckus. Stop Go.
Get a sip of it at the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah.
And of course, our sponsor, StrongboardBalance.com and MyMMAnews.com. Pretty much wraps it up for us. So from the Ruloff Family Inc. Studios, it's Peeler and Dodge saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.